with the teaser that we just saw last month, it's actually going to be very impressive and way more amazing than what Roller Coaster of Friendship did, because they have a lot going on, unlike Roller Coaster of Friendship. I mean, sure, the only good thing I could say about that special was the song and the argument between Rarity and Applejack, but the other thing that I did like was Equestria Land. That's literally the only thing they accomplished, is that they used the word Equestria in Equestria Girls. However, the Friendship Cruise, I can really understand of what they're going through. To be honest, I mean, sure, my opinions aren't gonna be true, but it's probably going to be the more focus on the cruise itself than anything else. Again, I doubt that Bigfoot is gonna be in the other side because, again, even with the teleporting stuff, I highly doubt that they will ever do that. It will probably be just thrown in for randomness. I mean, Bigfoot only lives in the forest and nothing more. I doubt that he ever lives in, the island. And I think that Spike might be part of the special because in the ship, there's a petting zoo. Yeah, there's actually a petting zoo in the Friendship Cruise. Yeah, it's actually kind of a unique idea. At first, that pet's on land, but the fact that they have this, yep, Spike is going to be part of the special. And as for the Blaine Blonde Spike, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I think this is just one of the earlier finishes of the second special of next year. But he might return nonetheless. I can go on and on and on about these ideas, but I think that I've already explained everything, and the only topic that I can talk about is Human and Princess Twilight again, but that'll be after my story analysis in all 5 parts. So let me begin the analysis of the other side in all 5 parts. Part 1. Similar to the introduction in Legend of Everfree, all the characters go on the cruise, and as for the Shadowboats, well, they could be on a different cruise, I don't know. We didn't see any screenshots of the Shadowboats being part of the cruise just yet. And besides, the cruise, while it's big, it's not humongously big. And then for the majority of the special, it would just contains of comedy from Piggy Pie, and of course the song that we just saw in the teaser. So I got a feeling that most of the scenes in part 1 would just contain of the interactions with other characters, talk about how great the cruise is, and some of the introductions of new background characters. In part 3, while Sunset Shimmer is trying to calm down Sky Twilight and Rainbow Dash, Sunset Shimmer can figure out where to find Princess Twilight's castle is at. Yes, you can say that they're in a different location, but please don't overthink it. I pretty much know that Sunset Shimmer completely remembers everything about Equestria, since she was in both worlds. As for the other characters back in the island, I'm just gonna be honest with you, I highly doubt that they're going to Equestria. Believe me, that will contain a lot of plot holes, and that's something I don't want to see. Twilight and Sky Twilight is something I want to see other than the other counterparts, meaning the pony counterparts. But anyway, back on track. Rarity, Applejack, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie need to find a solution to get the boat back together. Since that the storm is completely gone and the staff, well, it could be on the beach, but since what they saw are that it made Sunset Shimmer, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight away, they think that they got lost into quicksand. So, since we saw the image of Applejack in complete disgusting mud, they probably, Rainbow Dash, Applejack probably went back to the boat because the boat had a wreck problem and she tries to fix it. I got a feeling that Applejack is gonna be the characters who are just trying to fix the boat itself. and back to the Sunset Shimmer plot. Now, during the way back to the Castle of Friendship, they could lean to so many points that completely mistaken them as Twilight and Rainbow Dash. Well, it could be either short. I mean, they probably recognized them before, and the fact that in the My Little Pony universe, in other words, Equestria, the ponies aren't really that popular to get so much attention in Ponyville. But anyway, they return to the Castle of Friendship, and then when Twilight saw that Skytry came into her world without going through the portal of the one that she made in her library, there's going to be a lot of conversations and a lot of explaining to do. But that's stuff that I want to see in part 3. Now, to continuation of part 3, Sunset Shimmer explains about what's going on between her back in the mirror world. We get into part 4. Yeah, I know there was not a lot explained in the part 3, but again, it's too early to predict, but for what we saw, it could happen since they showed everything that kind of exposes everything in the special itself. Anyway, in part 4, Twilight Sparkle explains about what the staff did to her in the movie and what bad things can do. Yeah, in my poster 4 of the other side, I put in this. So there's nothing we can do about the staff of San Kenneth? Believe me, I thought the storm came and he's really intimidated. If you're gonna say that he's a psycho, then I guess he is. But I'm just saying. His staff at Sankadas can change day and night, and I'm the only one who saved Equestria with it. And without anyone using it, your world will be in utter chaos. You and your friends without your... Okay, I just didn't notice that they had the droid, so I'm just going to say, even with your powers, you won't have a chance. And to be quite honest, if you just erase the without in the paragraph, it actually makes a really good point because at the end of all 4 parts, there's something I'm also going to address. Anyway, continuing for part 4, I think that Princess Twilight might have a solution. It's to go back to the human world and do a spell on the staff itself, because she doesn't know anything more about being a human. I mean, this takes ideas from Rainbow Rocks, which also contains of her doing a counter spell on the Dazzlings, but at the same time, it's the only way. Again, later on, I'll explain more. Now back to Applejack, Rarity, and the other characters. Since that those other characters in the spotlight, mainly Flash and the others, they'll probably have a spot to actually help the other characters fixing the boat. However, the staff will get into major chaos again. It will cause another storm that could easily destroy everything. And then back at the Equestria, Twilight managed to do a spell that can easily get through a different kind of portal that can get into the desert island. I know it's very difficult and very hard to do, but Twilight Sparkle has improved over the past couple of seasons, and she becomes more stronger and intelligent by episode comes by. And that's the end of part 4, and now the 5th and final part. Storm was getting worse and worse and worse. And then finally, Twilight and the other characters return on the beach. And then they managed to completely destroy the storm thanks to Twilight's counterspell, or whatever spell you want to call it, when it completely destroyed the staff. Okay, I'm not sure about destroying the staff, but putting the staff back to where it belongs. And then when Princess Twilight and Skytry gets out in the open in front of so many people, it exposes that Twilight doesn't have a twin. She really doesn't. And it really further proves onto why Flash Century has understand that Princess Twilight is officially a princess from another world. Okay, I know I said it completely confusing, but you pretty much understand that both Twilights are out in the open in front of so many people. With enough time in the special, Sky Twilight and Princess Twilight completely explains everything, and Sunset Shimmer exposes the fact that Princess Twilight is a princess in a different world. And the reason why she didn't completely explain the truth to everyone is because it will lead to more chaos and more confusion. Now, you may think that I'm really crazy about it, but the characters have been into so many magical situations before. And with this complaint about two counterparts out in the open because of a self paradox, Equestria girls have done so many crazy things over the years. I mean, they completely mind control everyone twice. One in the first movie with Sunset Shimmer, and the second, the Sirens. And then second, they use magic to fight off to win the battle, which completely failed. In Legend of Everfree, a lot of chaotic things happened. And yet, this is the people that people complain about. I know people say that it's not a good idea and it'll probably be a big mistake, but it's better than not having all the counterparts meeting everyone. Because to me, that's kind of confusing. I only just want Twilight and Human Twilight meet each other. Now, don't say that this is crazy because everyone can understand that they've been in this situation before. And if you guys say about anything about these new characters, then no. They completely understand that everything is just a misunderstanding, and they always understand that they get into these situations all the time. So they completely forgive the fact that Princess Twilight doesn't belong in the mirror world and belongs into a different world. And they completely want to keep this to a secret from everyone. Why? Because they always believe friendship no matter what. It's still the point of My Little Pony Equestria Girls. It still has the friendship is magic thing. And as for Twilight, Princess Twilight, well, okay, this is kind of stupid to be honest, but Princess Twilight kind of misses of hanging out her human counterparts, so she decides to be on a cruise for how many days the cruise days have. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a stupid idea and it's kind of forced, but to be honest, I think they're in a situation where there's no music festival, and by the time they've already fixed the boat and it's back to running and everything is back to normal. Besides, I don't think that the other side is going to be a part 1 while the second special is going to be a part 2. Because when they probably get back from cruise, which is probably going to be at the end of the special, they probably will figure out the situation that the portal is leaking magic. I'm not sure if it's going to happen at the end of the other side, but it could since the title is called The Other Side. And that's my analysis on all 5 parts.